Hey guys, welcome back to the final part of this month's episode of Gunpla News, episode 19 for June 2016. Today we're going to talk about some featured kits. So just to remind you guys, if you missed any of the past parts, you can watch all of this month's episode as a playlist. The first part talks about news, the second part talks about some new announcements for kits and figures, third part talks about updates for kits and figures, fourth part we talked about a few resin and third-party kits, and then now, like I said, we're going to be talking about some featured kits. This month I kind of made a theme for the featured kits is that these are all MSV designs, so they're all just MSV mobile suit variation stuff here, and all from pretty much all of these are from Japanese modelers, I think. So the links for all of these, if you want to check out some of the pictures, more pictures, or if you want to see the pictures more closely, you can check out the links down below. I'll have the links for you to check out all of these featured kits. I've got 6 kits here to go through, so let's check it out. The first one is the HG Desert Zaku, custom by Mosa 377275. I know this is modified from a Zaku 2 F2, and I think he's maybe used a few parts. Yeah, he's used some parts from the old, I think probably old 1/44 scale MSV Desert Zaku kit. So kind of basically sort of doing like a kit bash between old and newer. And it's come out great. It's really cool to see some of these work in progress photos for this as well. You can see exactly like where the stuff is coming from, how he's blending the two, and just really, it came out amazingly. I love the colors. I love the design of this. I think it really came out to be a really super nice Desert Zaku kit. Next one is an HG Dom High Mobility Test Type Custom build by Tasuke. This one, again, just really cool color scheme. That's one thing I think why I made this month's episode about MSV, because recently I've been looking at a lot of MSV stuff, trying to get some ideas for color schemes for the next couple projects that I'm going to be working on. Both of them I think I want to do in some sort of MSV style kind of color scheme. So I've been looking at a lot of this stuff. So that's one thing that I like about these is the color schemes of them. This one, again, another really cool, unique one. Just the gray and then the olive green for the limbs there. Really unique. And then red. They always got to have some red in there for some accents as well. Seems like MSV loves having red accents and stuff. Even like the red up underneath the shoulder armor, and I think underneath the skirt as well. It's hard to tell in any of these photos, but I think there's red up underneath the skirt as well as like inside of some of the parts. You see like there's like hatches open on the back of the legs, which is a cool thing that he added there. And we can see inside there it's just red. So love the colors, love the backpack. That backpack is just all totally scratch build, I believe. That's how it looks, like scratch build, kit bash sort of, however he made that backpack. Otherwise, yeah, a lot of really cool work has gone into this. I think I like the hatch opening on the back of the leg. I like the vents on the front of the knees, and all the decal work as well. It's got that very MSV feel to the decals, of course, so great kit. Staying with the mono eyes here for a while yet, we have a 1/44 scale Z Type Zaku. This is basically, it's like that design that's sort of like a prototype for the Zeong. So really cool. I think basically he took like the top half of what I think the top half is from that like Saikomu system Zaku, and the bottom half is from like the Zeong test type, I think. So sort of like kit bash those together. Really cool design. This one also, I love the colors and the decals on that. Like a lot of times that like striping, like the striping marking on there is usually in white. In this case, it's all in red. Looks really cool against that dark green color of the plastic. That head looks really unique. I feel like that head is from something else. Looks really familiar. But again, really amazing construction here. You wouldn't be able to tell that the base of this, I mean, it looks old in the style of it, but you wouldn't be able to tell that like that kit is so old. Like, so really cool. Amazing. I really recommend this kit. I really recommend you guys to go and check out, look at some of these pictures more close up, and you can see it all. I really like the colors of this. All of the decals are really cool. Like I said, the red lining, the red threes everywhere, and the shoulders, it's got the big yellow threes on there. Just cool little accents. It's basically using like, if this kit didn't have any water slides on it at all, it would be very plain. The colors would still look good, but like here, the decals are acting as like accent colors for it, which is really cool. So I really like that. It works out really well in this case, I think. Here's something that may surprise you, an HG ball. This is the HG ball F type. This is just slightly modified here, not too much. We have just a new kind of faceplate there for the ball with just the sort of slit there instead of like the normal round sort of window that you normally have on there. Just a very simple little thing here, but again, this one also has the red striping on the arms, which I think looks really cool. Of course, the blue ribbon stripe across the face of it looks really cool. Just really unique. I think just how often do you see like a like customized or like MSV just HG ball? Not that often. Master grade balls you see much more often. The HG though, I think is not that much. You usually, when it comes to like custom builds or something using balls, it's usually like where the, I don't know, I'm just talking a lot about balls, haha. It's usually where people are making like some sort of juggler or something where they have like the balls like mounted up on like the shoulder or backpack or something of the mobile suit. But this one I just really like. It's really simple. Colors are really nice. Modification is just really cool, interesting. I think it definitely looks a lot different with that slit there for the eyes. Really cool. It's really rare that I'm like looking through Gunpla, Gunpla forums or something like that, and like, oh, that's a really cool ball. How often do you really say that? Not that much. So I think that definitely stands out. Now the next one is getting a little bit bigger in scale. We have the Master Grade Gelgoog Cannon painted build by Shibayan. This one really, really cool. This is one of those kits. It was a P Bandai kit. There is a Master Grade Gelgood Cannon, but it's a really old kit. A newer release of the Gelgood Cannon using the Gelgoog 2.0 was released a couple years ago, but it was a P Bandai kit. I thought about getting it. I decided not to. I really regret that. So this is a message to any of you guys out there. If any of you have the P Bandai Master Grade Gelgood Cannon and you're willing to sell it or trade it or something, let me know down below. I'd really like to get one. So of course I'm sure I could find one on eBay or something like that, but I'd rather like just buy it off one of you guys or trade it with one of you guys. I obviously have a lot of stuff here that I could trade, so let me know. Anyway, back to this. Really, really beautiful weathering. I really like the subtle weathering on this. I really want to work to get my weathering better like that. I really like the weathering on this. It's not overly done. It's not unnoticeable. You can definitely notice that it's weathered, but it's not overdone at all. It looks really nice. The colors are great. The painting is amazing. All the lining everywhere looks really good. Everything, just a really fantastic looking kit here. I really, really like this quite a bit, and it's just really fueling my regret for not buying that kit when I had the chance. So let's move on to the last featured kit that I want to talk to you guys about here today. It is a 1/48 scale full armor Gundam custom build by Hata. So basically what he's done is converted the mega size ARC-782 Gundam to a mega size full armor Gundam. So you can still see the Gundam, the ARC-782 Gundam is in there, but you can see he's just scratch built all this extra stuff around the outside. The extra armor on the legs, the waist, the chest, the backpack, the shoulders, the arms, the backpack. It's cool just to see like these work in progress photos when you can see like when it's just in like raw plot plate. It's like so detailed. Of course it's a 1/48 scale, so it's pretty large, but still the detail is amazing. Really, really nice details on here. Amazingly done. I don't really know. I guess I can't really think of any other words to describe it, apparently. The chest, he's got like that hexagon wire mesh in the chest, like inside the chest fence as well, too. Just like all these little details in there. Because like when you're working on 1/48 scale, like you can put a lot of details on that. And I think he has, without going overboard, I think when you have that much space or in that size, it may be easy to put too much detail, which I am personally not a fan of. But I think a very perfect. I think he matched the detail of the base kit really well, because the Mega Size Gundam is a pretty detailed kit. It has a lot of detail there without being overdone. So I think he's done a really good job to match that same level of detail in the new parts that he's designed for this kit. So really, really like that. Of course, the colors are great. It's just in like the regular sort of full Armor Gundam colors, just with the mostly dark green, and you can see some parts of the white of just the regular Gundam there in like the thighs and upper arms. And we have the orange highlights everywhere, just for like the fronts and on the legs as well, everything. So really, really cool. I thought about just doing like a full video of just like customized mega size kits, but I think maybe I'll try to put that off and do that in like another future episode, because there's a lot of really cool customized and modified 148 scale mega size kits. So I would like to feature more of those in future episodes. So that's it for this month's episode of Gunpla News, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It feels good to be back to the full Gunpla News format after last month's was just a shorter one because I was off to Japan at that time. It's very, very late here though, so I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any other questions or comments, leave those down below. Check out the links in the description to see more from those amazing modelers, and check out some more of their work as well. Support them, share their work around, and let them know that their work is awesome. So hopefully that will give you guys a little bit of motivation, inspiration to do some MSV stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.